Hey rock stars, it's Matt again with Rhodes Printing, and today I'm going to teach you how to coat screens. Come with me. Alright guys, we're in our dark room. For this part of the process, we're going to turn on the lights. It's okay to have the lights on in the dark room a little bit. We don't want to leave them on indefinitely. And what we're going to do, I'm just going to grab 3 screens, and we're going to coat 3 screens today. I'm going to let you see that process play out. So I'm going to take these screens and I'm going to set them right here. And if you look over here, I've already got everything laid out. I have my photosensitive emulsion, I have my scoop coater, and I've got a knife. And that's for in case things get dicey. Nah, I'm kidding. All right, so here's our scoop coater. If you can zoom in here, obviously you can't feel this through the magic of video, but this edge is more of a sharper edge, not sharp enough to cut you, and this is more of a rounded edge. And we always want the sharp edge to be against that screen. So what I do is I prop this up so it balances on its own, just like that. And then we're going to open up this bucket of emulsion. I put a thumb there and my other hand there so I can hold this and manipulate this bucket really easily with one hand. I've got my lid in the other hand. That's to help us not make a mess. So I'm going to pour emulsion right into our scoop coater. I'm trying to pour it evenly. And then you can see it's still dripping there. That's where I take this lid, cap it off. We'll put that out of our way for now. I think at this point, I could probably turn off the light at this point. But for the sake of the video, we're going to leave it on. If we weren't filming this, I would turn off the light. Okay, I never bend at my knees because you have to have leverage here. You have to have enough leverage that you can apply the right amount of pressure. And so if you bend at your waist, that gives you enough leverage. So you can see this scoop coater is not as wide as the screen itself. So I go over to one side. Now I don't want to get on the metal. If I get on the metal, it's going to mess up, so I get on the screen. So you can see the difference there. You can hear me going from the metal to the screen. I go to the bottom, and I let the emulsion roll towards the screen. All right, now all of my emulsion is sitting on the screen now. Once I'm here, I tilt this back, and I shimmy it up. Like so. I'm going to turn the screen over and I go so you can see that we have a lot more space on this side that didn't get emulsion than we do on this side. So I'm going to just go over to this side and coat this side. Now the back side is just a little trickier because you've got less hand room to move around. So I'll put the emulsion on the screen. Nice, even, smooth stroke. And that's what a coated screen looks like. So let's go ahead and cut the film here and then we'll just do a time lapse for the next section. Okay guys, we've coated our screens. I want to show you how we stacked this so that you can get all the air in between there. We have 6 screens coated total, and when it's metal to metal, it's never metal against emulsion because when that emulsion dries, that will really mess up that screen. It welds it together. So you just keep the metal to the metal and you keep air in between everything, and you can get a lot of screens stacked in there if you use that system. Okay, now we've got a lot of emulsion left here. This emulsion is very expensive, so we don't want it to go to waste. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our bucket. We're going to take the lid off, and then we have our handy dandy knife. Because this stuff is thick, so we just scrape it out of there. We don't have to get every single last drop, but we want to get as much as we can reasonably. Not only does this save us emulsion, but it helps with the cleanup side of things, which you'll see here in just a moment. All right, lid back on. We're going to put our emulsion back over here where we store it. Kind of tight quarters. There that is. And that is how we coat screens. At this point, we can turn the fan on and put it here close to these screens, and it's going to put all that air right through there. Those things are going to be dry in about 30 minutes at that rate. Okay, we're ready to clean up at this point, so we're going to turn off the light and shut the door in here and move on to our next step. Hey guys, we're done. We're ready to clean up. So we've got everything already here in our washout bay. You can see our scoop coater and the ink knife. That's what has the emulsion on it. We're going to go ahead and turn this light on here. It's really important that you don't get distracted when you're at this stage. This emulsion, once it dries, it becomes like concrete and you have to literally chip it away. So it's very important that once you're done, your next step is to immediately clean all of this off. So I'm just going to do that real quick, and you'll see what we're talking about here. We're going to turn on our power washer. Back where we store it right there. For our scoop coater, you're going to get some water on you most likely, but it doesn't have to be too bad. While I'm doing this, I don't know if you want to try to zoom in, but I am getting every single edge of this. You can see there's wet emulsion there. You can tell the difference between the stuff that's dried on and the wet stuff. Anything that's wet has to come off of all edges. When we store this, we don't store it like this because it does have water in it. We store it upside down so that water drains out. We turn off our light. And then pop quiz, if anyone ever wants you to look smart, or you want to look smart in front of someone, tell them you work with potassium dichromate and describe the photosynthesis of that, and you can really sound like you know what you're doing when you're just a lowly t-shirt printer. That's it. That's how to coat screens. If you have questions, ask the production manager. He's in charge of that. He should have that skill set well within his utility belt. All right. We love you. Merry Christmas.